Just a second.
And we're live.
And we're live. Hello and welcome. So we'll wait for. I'm showing 0 people up there, so we'll just wait and see. I know. Well, I mean, it is Halloween, so I have no idea who all's going to show up. I know Teresa said Happy Halloween. Thank you, Teresa. Happy Halloween to you.
Blessed Samhain and Samhain.
Yes. It's a reset, it feels like. The veil is really thin, like non-existent pretty much, right, because of the time, that it is. And you can feel it.
You really can. You really can. And what people don't realize, Halloween, Samhain, it's not really a pagan holiday, so to speak. It was actually created back during the time of the Pilgrims.
Right.
And I just love the history of it, where every year the farmers who had abundance of crop, their families would make pies.
Oh.
On the windowsill for those less fortunate to come by and take a piece or take the pie to feed their families.
And nobody would know. Right.
And the skeletons and the hobgoblins, masks and stuff came into play in the later times, when people thought, oh my God, we need to protect our children. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
From evil spirits and all that. So they put masks on their kids to scare away the evil spirits.
Right. I've also heard, costumes and stuff started coming into play so that, like, your soul wouldn't get snatched or something, too. Like, they wouldn't use you for me. Or they would think you were already.
Mm-hmm.
And
one
so
of them.
They wouldn't try to snatch your soul, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
I always thought that was kind of have you ever looked at, like, pictures from, like, some of their costumes were scary as heck looking, like.
Yeah, girl.
I'm like, that would scare me away for sure.
They really are. Like, some of them, I'm like,
you're
how did you do that?
You're more terrifying than the thing that goes bump in the night.
For real.
You're the boogeyman.
Exactly. Like, you're the thing that went bump in the night.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for joining us tonight. We're kind of just giving a chance for people to come in. If you have your questions, put them in all caps for us, so I can see them, especially Curtis. I know you're my extra set of eyes, but we're human, so we can still miss things.
Exactly.
All right, let me get that started, Jackie. Do you want to do our hi? I'm not sure how to say that. Sutafi. Hi, welcome. Do you want to do our collective readings first, and then that kind of gives a chance for people? We can just kind of play off it, because our message was kind of. Denise is still looking for. She probably is.
We're not doubt it.
Is, my goodness. Wednesday was wild, wasn't it? Like, my head was hurting so bad from laughing and snorting so hard, and most of the time I had no clue what was even going on, and I'm over here in my own little world, and then I look up and I'm like, okay, we're laughing. So then I and even now just talking about it makes me want to laugh. So who saw, right?
Exactly. Reset.
So, definitely a reset. So I'm working with a deck tonight that I don't usually work with that much. So it's called the Witch's Tarot, and it's the one I've been telling Curtis I will most likely gift him as soon as I'm able to. So I will get you starred as well. That gives a chance for people to come in. So I got Hello from Heaven coming in here first. And I mean, with the veil being as thin as it is right now, or pretty much, like we said, non-existent at this point? Like, this is the thinnest part, right? When
It
it's,
is.
or is it, or was it, did it start at midnight?
It starts at now when
Yeah.
the sun goes down, and
Okay.
then the closer we get to midnight, it'll transition into being sundered.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's kind of, well, for me, I was born in during what they call the witching hour. I was born at 3:05 in the morning. So no wonder I'm spooky, right?
Right?
So 29, hello from heaven. The signs are clear. It's not your imagination playing tricks on you. Your lost loved ones, they want you to know that they are okay. You may be seeing feathers, you may be seeing coins. Maybe Teresa, I know Wednesday you said a light was on. I believe it was Teresa, right? That usually isn't on your was it Jet that had crossed over the Rainbow Bridge? That was Teresa, right?
I think so, yeah.
You guys know my brain. it gets stuff mixed up sometimes. Yes, okay. A light may be on, or come on, or go off, or, you could have let me tell you, my grandma passed in 2009, like a few days before Thanksgiving. And my mom and I were in the car. The radio was not on. And all of a sudden it came on, and Judy Garland was singing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And that was my grandma's favorite Christmas song by Judy Garland, right? And my mom looked at me and I looked at her and I was like, did you turn it on? She was like, no, I thought you did. And I was like, I didn't touch it. But grandma, if you were in the car with her, she wanted music on. So she did not like the silence. So, I mean, it could be things like that too, you guys. So, they want you to know that they're okay, and that they miss you too, and they love you. And when you acknowledge the signs, they feel overjoyed because they have been able to get through to you. They are doing their best to guide and help you. They want you to live a full and happy life until you are reunited again in heaven. They will thrive in the spirit world when they see you enjoying your life here. That's what they want. They want you to be happy. They want you to enjoy your life and live it to the fullest. And when you're happy, they're happy, that sort of thing. So the affirmation here is, I am ready to see the signs from my loved ones in spirit. And some good crystals to use while you meditate or even manifest are amethyst, apophyllite, celestine, and blue lace agate. I am ready to see the signs from my loved ones in spirit. And once you embrace that, boy, I mean, look out. They're like, oh, you want some signs, do you? I mean, stuff tends to pick up around this time too. But also, I think we all could use some peace. I mean, I know I definitely would love peace. And this is called the spell casting. That's why I picked it. Look at the back of it. I love it. It's called the spell casting oracle. So let me see peace. Let's see if it tells us anything. It's, oh my goodness, spell incantation. Hold a white feather. And we just seen a white feather. Like, signs and synchronicities already here tonight. And a snowy quartz crystal as you face east at sunrise during a full moon phase on a Monday. I mean, they get real specific here with this. Light a white candle, and you can say, this incantation. All that I am, I wish to find peace. From turmoil of mind, I wish for release. Light up my heart, candle of white, illuminate peace to soothe all I fight. Spirit around me, feathers to fall, signs that my angels are hearing my call. Hold snowy courts to help meditate, sanctuary of calm within to create. Let harmony, stillness, and quiet increase. Myself to embrace. Now I found new peace. I love that. And then it suggests to take 3 deep breaths in and out and say, gratefully, I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. I love that. I really love this little deck. And then magical meanings, a peaceable agreement is reached, which we need that. Yes, I'm claiming that. Order is restored. Yes. Your prayers for peace are being answered. Indulge in some me time, engage in prayer and meditation. I love that, you guys. Good evening, Brandon. Happy to have you here. And then our guides and our angels, which Curtis and I were talking, and some of your what you had pulled was coinciding with this a year from now message. So whether you're in a bad or toxic relationship, whether it's romantic or not, or if you're just in a hard spot, a hard situation, you're going to be on this journey, a healing journey. And I think a year from now, you're going to find yourself in a much different, a much better space, but it is going to be a journey. You're going to have highs and lows. There are times you're going to want to quit. For me, when it rises up in me that I want to quit the most is like my breakthrough's literally right around the corner. And I'm like, I am just done. I'm throwing in the towel. But, my grandma wasn't a quitter. My mama ain't a quitter. And they didn't raise no quitters. So, I mean, even though I'm like, I'm a quit, I don't. I got this moon message. I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. Blue moon. And
I love that.
I know. And like they always say, once in a blue moon. I love these little mini decks. I think they're really cute, and they help kind of round out for me. Like I said, I did pull some tarot as well. Let me get this question. I'll get you started, Brandon. I'm working. If you see something that I don't and I'm reading, just tell me, hey, look at the, and I'll be like, oh, because, I'm like a squirrel with shinies, right? So for everyone, I have the 7 of Cups here, and I don't know how well you can see what's in these cups, but sometimes having a lot of choices can be overwhelming, even when everything's good, and we truly don't know what's going to happen until we choose to go to a direction, until we actually choose one of the cups. And it's about not letting fear, doubt, worry, negativity get in your way and convince you, oh, I got to come out of this. I am hot all of a sudden. And Crystal's not even here to vent on. I just got hot all of a sudden. But we're heating up, I guess. Sometimes we let fear, doubt, worry, negativity get in our way, and we're afraid we're going to make the wrong choice. And then we're like, well, then I'm just not going to make a choice at all. But that in itself is a choice, you guys. So don't let fear, doubt, worry, negativity rob you and, keep you from doing what you want to do or what you're meant to do. The Lovers is showing up here. So, it could definitely have to do with a romantic relationship. The Lovers is usually soulmate energy, but,
Hmm.
even a soulmate can be karmic or, you know, toxic. And soulmates are a wonderful thing, and I don't think they're just romantic in nature only. I'm not someone that just limits it to that. So, it's also Gemini energy. So, I mean, it's finding the other half of your soul, right?
Hmm.
We have the King of Pentacles, which I absolutely love. The King of Pentacles, he's that earth energy. He's grounded, he's stable, he's steady.
Hmm.
So if you have fallen in love with the King of Pentacles, he is a provider. Now, he may not always be the most romantic, but he takes care of business, and you'll never do without, you know, that's his love language, is being able to provide. So if he's struggling in that area, then you're gonna know it because he won't feel right about himself. And we have the Five of Cups, which I think a lot of us are probably the artistry is of these cards is really beautiful. I just have had a hard time connecting with it. Sometimes this deck is like, I don't want to work with you. It has literally like, I ain't working with you. So,
Hmm.
so I thought, okay, Halloween, maybe
Why
you'll
not?
work with me. But we could be feeling this Five of Cups like nothing is going my way. Let's have a pity party. We're so focused on these cups, these three cups here. So maybe there were three things or three relationships or whatever, you had high hopes for and it didn't work out. And so now you're like, oh, well, I'll just keep myself stuck and stagnant. So nothing else happens to me, right? But we're not meant to do that. And we are losing sight that there are two full cups here that are like, you know what, you still have more up ahead. Two
Hmm.
more things are wanting to come in and be like, bless you. And if you're stuck on the three things that didn't work out, ooh, yucky doodles. Okay. So we started with the Seven of Cups and we're ending with the Seven of Pentacles. So, I mean, two sevens. So that's and we had two fives because, well, wait, no, we did not have two fives. First, or it's the Lovers, the five.
I think so.
But for some reason, it looks like it's this. Is that six? VI? Is that six?
That's six.
Okay, but why was I thinking the Lovers was five? Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe in other decks it is. See, that's what I'm saying.
Could be.
Deck can throw me off sometimes. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, what? Oops, blooper reel, right? But we go through extreme highs and lows even in our lives, you guys. So we need to be more like the moon and learn to go with the flow. I mean, the moon changes signs every like 2.5 days. So I mean, that's really quick. And so it likes being in some signs and not some signs. When I was born, the moon was in Capricorn, and that's like its least favorite spot. So I'm like, yay. But yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, this is about hard work. And, the King of Pentacles, he definitely works hard, you guys. So you have a bountiful harvest. And after a lot of hard work, you need to take the time to rest, to pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Share with those that are less fortunate. Like Curtis was talking about, they left pies in the window, which I think is amazing. I mean, I've said before, like, I wish like towns would plant, like we have a community garden here,
Mhm.
but you have to have permission, I think. And but if they just would plant like fruit trees around, I know that doesn't help much in the winter time, depending on what you plant, but if you could go out and pick a bunch of fruit during the times when it's available,
Mhm.
like I've been homeless before, you guys. So I was like, man, if I would have had like access to an apple tree or, pick my own stuff, I definitely would have. I mean, it's food. You, if you've ever been hungry, truly hungry, but
True.
that's just a bump in the road. So anyway, I'm gonna let Curtis do his now. Thank you guys, and I'll keep looking for questions. I can even think today.
Hamster stalled.
The hamster quit turning the wheel, you guys.
All right, you guys. And my message for the general group and anyone who happens across this today or in the future, this is a message for you. My first card I drew for y'all was the starfish. It's wishes and sensitivity. So this is a sensitive topic, followed by the coyote, which is intelligence and unpredictability. So it's kind of an unstable situation that this person or you may be in. The wolf card is they're running on instincts and loyalties, so they're loyal to whatever is happening to them. Like they don't want to get out or don't want to break that loyalty. The responsibility and dedication card come in, and again, this kind of lingers on, shows me a little bit about maybe it's a relationship they're in or something that they're loyal to, they're dedicated to. And it's an emotional time for the will card, and there's a lot of imagination at play here. So my imagination sometimes is your best friend or your worst enemy, depending on the circumstances. It's been going on a while because the horse card is a journey and ambition. And I English tonight. Again,
English, I can't speak it.
right? But anyways, the horse card talks about this being on a long journey that they're ahead of, that they've been on for a while. But they're going to get through this because the courage card from the Ren says that they will, with humility, peace, and love. This is a transformative journey, however, with the butterfly card, but that has a poetic ending as well. For the peacock card tells about beauty and completeness. But they'll get through this hardship, whatever they're in, whether it be a relationship, a job, something that's feels like that's weighing them down. Because whatever you're going through right now will end. The grace and kindness is what's coming to you. In the end, there is some fear, shown by the Viper card, but healing is going to take place. So, with everything going on, whether it be a hardship, a dark time, complete and utter despair, you got this. You can rise up like a phoenix out of the ashes, reborn, full of that fire of life, a whole new person. Rock this world. You go. You totally got this.
And that's the part where it seemed like it lined up with that a year from now card.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because depending on how heavy or what's going on, some things take a while to be worked out. So, we like to rush, but there are some things that just take time. So we get stuck and focused sometimes too much on the timing instead of just going with the flow, and which I understand, because I'm a person, go with the flow does not feel natural to me. Like I'm having to learn to go with the flow and not worry so much, like, oh, okay, All right, let's get to our first question. We have Miss Jackie. Thank you so much. Messages from my spirit guides about my finances for November 2025. So, first of all, I have a door here for you. Opportunities are waiting for you. So, you may be like, oh, but where's the key? Guess what? You are the key. This is a golden opportunity coming in for you. And, you can go up to the door, you can open it, you can look in, but you have to be brave enough to go through it and accept the opportunity that is waiting for you, presenting itself to you, because you have this big V for victory in some endeavor. So remind yourself that you are already victorious. You are the winner, just because you exist, and you deserve to have good things happen for you. There's also a desk which says pay attention to your work. So I feel like you do need to slow down a little bit. You know, there's a quill there for writing. I don't know if you look over documents, write documents, sign a lot of stuff, or maybe you're writing a book. Being very creative, spirit is saying here too, but don't get so caught up in the deadline that it blocks you from creating your story. Spirit is saying creating your masterpiece here. So, okay, I'm going to go with that because that's what spirit is giving me. I'm also getting springtime for you. So if it's not actual literal springtime, spring is about new beginnings, and you actually did with the spell casting have new beginnings coming through here, like an ace type of energy. And look, there is a doorway here, and you can see everything. Look how beautiful that is, but you have to be brave enough to go through the door, and it looks like springtime through here. So you also have recovery going on. So if you have been, and I'm seeing writer's block here, you've been doing a lot of journaling and creative writing, meditating. So you've got all these stories, and you're breathing life into what's going on, right? But sometimes, if you're feeling blocked, or if you feel like you're pressuring yourself, I have to do this, I have a deadline, then you're going to create like, I don't even want to write, or I can't write, or something like that. So you need this recovery period, meditating, manifesting. I feel like that's big for your for going ahead. I did pull the Seven of Wands for you. So Wands is fire. Fire is the power of taking action. But as you can see, he's got all these wands pointing at him, and he's only one person, right? But that doesn't mean they're going to overcome you. You have the V for victory. So keep that in mind. You're already victorious. You're already winning these battles. So don't let it get you down. You still have the upper hand. You have the Three of Pentacles here as well. So the Three of Pentacles, it's, look, he's writing here. I mean, that's why I said something about writing. So, he may team up with other people, but like he's the star of the show. So I feel like, give credit where credit is due, but also don't let anyone sell you short, because you bring a lot to the table too. And you did have the Tower show up here. And I know people are like, oh no, not the Tower. But for me, the Tower represents there is something or someone that absolutely needs to fall away. it's not meant to keep going, or they're not meant to keep going with you. Like they've gone as far as they can go. Their season, for whatever reason, has come to an end. And maybe it's some habit, or something, old outdated thinking. Maybe it's every time you've tried to build yourself up, but then in your brain you're like, oh, that'll never happen. Let that fall away, girl. You deserve to have beautiful, wonderful, and amazing things. And I didn't get you a moon card, so shame on me, right? So let's see. I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that it is a place of profound learning. Wow. Waxing crescent too. I think that really says a lot there. You're in a place of learning. I feel like it's childlike wonder at times, which is, if we all had that imagination, which I never, and I feel like you've never fully let go of yours either. Creative people usually hold on to their imagination for all their lives. So, let that lead you, let that guide you. And that's what I have for you, Jackie. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope that brought some clarity for you.
All right, Miss Jackie. The cards that spoke to me the strongest for you. The first one is, most people are kind of afraid of it. It is the Viper card. It does talk about fear and healing. So it tells me you're going through maybe like a healing phase right now. Something's maybe got kind of stumped or kind of has you on edge. But you're going to get through that. The Deer card tells me of grace and kindness. That you're going to get through this with grace and kindness, like you always do. But the Badger card warns me of determination and mental energy. That you maybe are getting kind of frustrated or mentally drained or tired because of the situation you're in. The Toad card talks about listening and secrecy. So to me, that tells me that you are listening, but people or things are not being revealed to you yet. That it takes time for that information to come to you. Steel card talks about spirit and perception. So spirit is talking to you. And you are picking it up, it feels like, but you're not quite sure what they're saying. It's kind of hidden from you, which kind of later on in the deck you'll understand. The Lynx card talks about invisibility and revelations. So something is, like I said, hidden from you. You're not quite sure what it is, but it's going to be revealed to you. The Dog card talks about friendships and loyalty. So you may have a new friendship, or a new loyalty thing. Something loyal to you is coming into the picture now. You are going through some stuff right now for unbalanced, and it is camouflaged. The Anaconda card is warning of this. But the Seahorse card talks about fatherly power and consistency. So constant. It feels like a male energy, basically, it's mentioning. So I'm thinking it's, with that in correlation with the Steel card, it's like a fatherly figure talking to you. This journey you're on from the sea turtle, them things travel the world constantly in the water, coming ashore rarely upon their lives. Longevity and introspection is this telling me to tell you to slow down, to breathe, and things will come out. Because the Otter card tells me of joy and companionship. So again, it feels like you have something new coming into your life. Something new for a new companionship. And so they're going to bring so much joy into your life as far as your resources. As far as your finances go, I get that. Yeah, it can, and it may feel daunting. Like the Badger card right now just showed me again. It's telling me it feels like you're suffering burnout or getting close to burnout. Slow down, breathe, have that cup of tea in the morning, that cup of coffee, enjoy the morning sunrise, the evening sunset. Just zen for a little while. It'll be okay. The Fox card talks about adaptability and reactivity. So you're reacting to the situations and you're adapting to them. So you've got this. In conclusion, with your finances for November, things are working in your favor. Right now, you're going through a turbulent time, which is expected with everything going on right now. But you will come out. It will come out. Everything will come out in the wash, so to speak. You got this. You've got this. Things were going to come and work out in your favor.
Yeah, and I kind of felt that with that Three of Pentacles energy, when you team up with other people, but you're meant to be the star of the show. Like, your work is supposed to display. Hi, Care Bear. Thank you for coming in. All right, let me pop up the next. Miss any, I don't think. Will I get a new job in 3 weeks, please? And thank you, Sue Toffee. So, first of all, I have Ask Your Angels coming in. Give them permission to act on your behalf. Let them know, like, these are my needs. This is what I want. This is what I need to happen for me. They're also saying if you believe, so a whole lot of belief needs to go in. I'm also getting recovery period for you here too. Like, as a collective, it feels like we are burnt out or getting close, like running on fumes. We don't know what's going to happen in the next minute, let alone, and we need to be able to take care of ourselves. That's not just a want, that's a need. I have Justice coming out for you as well, so know that justice is on your side. That's Libra energy coming in. So something is going to work out. There will be balance. There will be harmony for you again. I don't know if you're going to work with animals or not, but animals are showing up here for you. Maybe it's part of your recovery. It could be very therapeutic, and lighten your load is coming through here as well. Wow, wish YouTube would make up their mind on who I am. Also, well, Care Bear, Lady Valkyrie, welcome in. Lighten your load. So, it feels like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders here. I have cemetery on my property. I don't think any of them are there. What do you get? Oh, I'll star that so that we can answer that. Your Cookie Lee cat just came. Oh, knew you needed those healing vibes. I love when my cat comes and sits on my chest and just purrs. I love that. I'm also getting autumn season here for you. So we are, in autumn season. So I'm going to say, hey, that's a big, big sign for you there. Because we don't transition into winter until December. So, like, what, the 20th to the 22nd usually is when. Oh, you already asked a question. Did I miss it?
Did we start? I think we started that one. Or I think we did her question already. But we can do another one if you want.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's spring here in Sydney. Okay, well, not knowing that though, it's autumn time here. So, and autumn is a time of harvest. So, the hard work, the harvest, because we're about to go into the lean times here. So, you're maybe I didn't stoned. I can't seem to keep cats off where I've got. Oh, I have one. I've tried to have multiple this year, but same. So, like, It's a time of harvest. I think I already said that, but I kind of got distracted, so I think I kind of lost my point. But um, so I'm saying that's a good sign still because you're a hard worker. You're willing to put in the
Mhm.
work required. You're out there, you're doing everything that you can to ensure that you will get this job. I got the 5 of Wands for you. So it feels like there have been, issues or petty squabbles, maybe you feel like you've had to fight to get recognition even, or like someone has tried to one up you. You got the 6 of Pentacles, which this is about balance and harmony, and you have the Justice card, having that balance between giving and receiving. So you put in the work and then it comes back to you, because you also have the 8 of Pentacles showing up, which is hardworking energy. And it's also someone may decide to take you under their wing and teach you everything that they know, so that you have more knowledge, and you won't be overlooked when it comes. Yes, I believe it is. Like I said, it's autumn time here. So we don't transition into winter until December. And I know it's different for you, but
Mhm.
autumn is the harvest season. So it's reaping the benefits of everything you sowed in the spring and summertime. And your moon card says, I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. Waning crescent too. So, this is why I believe it said to ask your angels to help lead and guide you. Like, you can even ask, let me stand out among the crowd. And I'm going to ask the pendulum too, if Curtis doesn't mind.
Go
Um,
right ahead.
will I get a new job? Will Sue get a new job? Yes. Will it be 3 weeks? It could be sooner than that, because Wands is fire, and fire is within days. So days to weeks. I mean, you could start hearing back, like the minute you start believing, like every time you put out um a resume, or what is it called, a application,
Mhm.
place your hands over that application and ask your guides and angels to bless it, that it'll stand out. You are magic, and that's part of the way you get that out there. You put that good energy into what, even while you're filling it out, you can be saying, like, this is my job, this is what I'm meant to do. I'm gonna get hired. You can absolutely I've done it. Put your good energy, your good vibes into it, and I think you'll start seeing better results. You can even lay crystals like a citrine, a clear quartz. You can light a white candle while you're filling it out. I mean, draw on, be like the magician. Use the elements, use what is available to you,
Mhm.
and you can create something beautiful, wonderful, and amazing. Thank you, Jackie. I really love it. It's a chakra uh pendulum. It even
I love that.
has all of the, like stones for your chakras in it. I had an amethyst one and it did not like me. So I gave it to my husband. He's an Aquarius. He was born in February. That is his birthstone. And it likes him a lot better than it does me. Did I miss? And that is, I am done. So, Kurt, I'm sorry. My brain, woo.
You're fine, dear.
Sure I'm not missing anything either. So,
I didn't see anyone
okay.
asking more questions.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Toppy. For me, the cards that are speaking to me to you are the Beans cards, talking about how you're very responsible and dedicated to your stuff. So that basically is talking how anything you do, you pour yourself into. You have a great mind and imagination. And right now, you're going through an emotional time. A bit of self-doubt. It seems like you're like, will I ever get this job? Am I just stuck? Just be patient. It will happen. It is destined to happen. The Raven card's talking about magic and destiny. Magic, people say it's a mystical thing. We all have a bit of magic in us, and it's called manifestation. You can manifest what you wish in this world. The cat is talking about how your independence and psychic powers. Psychic powers doesn't necessarily mean you're psychic. You can see things in the future, past, that kind of stuff. It just means you have a strong mind about you. And that, and in coordination with the determination card, or the dedication card. My God Almighty, wrong D word.
It happens.
Right? It's talking about how you are a very strong-minded person. You got this. With the elephant card, community and perseverance, you're relying on your community, and you got this. You got this. And the child card, or the childhood card, and simplicity from the firefly. You're going through a phase right now. It is leading. The approval card from the rabbit and sensitivity. Again, sensitive time, but you're getting the approval. The spider card comes into play. Spiders need strong webs, great connections. That tells me you have a lot of webs out there. You've been pounding the pavement, as they say here. That you're getting applications out there. You're putting your name out there. The hedgehog card talks about inner world curiosity. You got this. Again, that's another affirmation card. The salmon card is resilience and life cycle, meaning you're not giving up on yourself. And please don't, because you're a beautiful person, inside and out. You're going to get that job you're looking for. The tiger card talks about willpower and passion. You had the willpower to see all this through, and the passion to do it. The badger card is actually being positive right now with you. It's telling me you're determined, and you have the mental energy to see this through. Yes, you are getting kind of burnt out, but hey, we're all going through that right now. You got this. Because the cheerfulness and pride card came in from the lion. Again, another feline, another cat. This one might be lovey-dovey. It may rip your face off. You never know.
Oh gosh, ain't that the truth?
Right? But with this lion card, the cheerfulness and pride. You are a bright, vibrant person. Take pride in yourself and your work. You're very charismatic, because the jaguar says you are. And again, judging by your picture, you are very, very charismatic. The deer card tells me you're getting through this phase with grace and kindness. And the viper card tells me that the fear and healing you're going through right now will come full circle for you, because the life cycle card from the salmon. You are going through some fear right now of self-doubt. We all have that. Mm-hmm. Right now, jobs are hard to come by, even here in the States. I'm sure hopefully over there is a lot better for you. But once you're done and you get your job, it's pretty soon, because I'm being told when she held up the harvest card, when Gigi held up the harvest card, I heard bountiful. Mm-hmm. That you're having a wonderful harvest. You're going to have a bountiful harvest. And Spirit's telling me now is your harvest time. So all of those applications you got coming out, you put out, you're gonna get a phone call. I'm being shown 5, the number 5. So I don't know if that's maybe 5 days. Hopefully it's not 5 weeks, but 5 days out, it seems, or you have 5 jobs out there.
Well, I got the 5 of wands, and so wands is days, and with the number 5, I on or around 5 days to the 3 weeks, even I had was a wolf in a past life. Wow. I am from Lyra. You are both powerful to source. Thank you so much, Sue Toffee. I appreciate
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Cookie is your protector. Like, um, I feel like she watches over you. Like, she still has that inner wolf spirit inside of her. And so she's very alpha. Um, I'm even hearing like she looks at you as being her omega. So, I mean, she's like, I got to protect my person. So
Right?
nobody better mess with you. They are trying to get her in. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, like on October 6th, I had a horrible migraine. Like I woke up and I had my hearing that day. So, like, literally right after I got off the phone, the migraine hit, and I took one of my migraine pills, and then I laid down, and when I woke up, it was still there. And so I had to wait until it was time where I could take another one of my migraine pills. But it was bad and it did not want to let up. But I've been having headaches every single day. I had that MRI, so I got this new lesion on my brain, and we don't know what's going on yet because I haven't been to neurology yet. But my doctor said yesterday that that could be part of this new. So she ordered, I have to do an overnight like test where to see if I'm not getting enough oxygen at night, even though I have my CPAP machine and I use that. She said I could possibly not be getting enough oxygen to my brain, which, I've had strokes. So that is likely. And then, of course, with this new thing, finding out if it's, and I'm probably going to butcher a demyelinating thing where basically like MS or something like that. So I'm hoping my doctor, but yeah, I've had them really bad where I've had to go to the ER and get the, what is it, Demerol shot, I think, for the migraine.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
migraines are horrible, man. Like, so I feel for anyone that in ER there was a couple of people, same thing. And so I've been trying to keep like a journal, and I will also like October 6th, yeah, I was probably stressed, from the hearing and everything, but also um could it be because the veil? Yeah, the veil is thinning too. And on the 6th, it was a full moon. So I've noticed like sometimes full moons and new moons, I will get a migraine. And like, I don't know why. Like, and I've looked, you know, so there's no actual like evidence if it does, but I mean, the moon controls the tides, and we're mostly water. So I mean, I'm sure you spent most. I don't blame you. I won't take pills. Everyone I've taken makes me feel like I'm not in control of my own body, and I don't like. Yeah, I get some so bad. I don't know if it happens to other. I'm sure it does. Like I'm sure I'm not the only person, but I've had migraines so bad where I go numb on one side.
Mhm.
I even go numb inside my nose, inside my mouth. So I'll end up putting my mask on because it's like my brain forgets how to breathe and stuff. I don't know if anyone else experiences migraines like that. And that's why it's scary because I've had migraines since I was 11. I still remember my first one, but
I've
and
heard dark chocolate helps with migraines.
yes, dark chocolate. I've heard, drinking like a Mountain Dew or something that has a lot of what is it,
Caffeine.
caffeine in it, because that caffeine will. What happens is your blood vessels they cut off like the blood flow and everything. And so when you eat that dark chocolate or you drink that, and it opens that back up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can't think. Yeah, I've had accidents because of that. So that's another reason I don't like to drive. And that's another reason I get scared sometimes, because I get a migraine and it wants to throw me into a panic attack too, especially when I can't feel my nose or my mouth, and like I said, I just started putting my machine on. Chocolate is one. Oh, yeah. I found out wine is one of my triggers, and hormones is one of my triggers. Brain dead, right? I know. Like, I don't even have a brain anymore. I'm putting mine up for sale. I think nobody would buy it, but that's okay. Um, who was next?
Let's see.
Did I accidentally do something that I wasn't supposed to? Who did we just do? Sue Toppy?
We did Sutopi. I believe Brandon is 3T's next.
Okay, what did I not? I thought I took that off of there, but okay. Let's get on board. Let's get it right. Vacant lot.
Right?
Mine we'll see. I'm wondering if some of mine isn't from my dad being in Vietnam, because he has Agent Orange. He was exposed to that. So he has, like, that's active. And I've heard, it can be passed to your children,
Mm-hmm.
So
the birth defects and stuff.
Yeah, birth defects, and like maybe mine didn't show up at birth, but mine took a little while. My doctor basically told me yesterday that I did not win the genetic lotto. I was like, I sure did not. You're eating oh man, if chocolate was a trigger for me, I would cry. You were born before your dad's pseudonym. Yeah, I came after. I wasn't born until the 80s. So, but my dad did say he didn't know if I had any siblings. He said unless he gets a call from someone in Vietnam one day. I was like, oh my God. He's like, okay. But he honestly didn't think he could have kids. So I was a surprise. So, all right, Brandon, and you are here. What's around the corner for me in November? So, I got caution coming in here, like proceeding with caution. It could feel like a dark time. So, team up with someone, get your lantern ready. Don't rush where, your angels are like, whoa, wait a minute, because you are on this journey. And like Curtis was saying earlier with or we were both, because I got that year from now, and you were talking about how it's a long journey, whatever this is you're on. Your ships are going to come in. We just have to be patient. Right? And sometimes that is the hardest thing. And I'm getting free spirit here. So either you're the free spirit or you're dealing with someone that's a free spirit. I'm kind of seeing, like, you remember that show back in the day, Dharma and Greg, like they were opposites. She was the free spirit, like way out there, and he was like suit and tie. Thank you, Gigi and Curtis. Oh my God, my dearest mommy. Oh.
Aww.
Mommy is your well, stress and hormones, and a friend of mine, it was smells. Like if she smelled paint, she would get a migraine. And sometimes I never know what's going to trigger mine. Like sometimes I sleep too much or don't sleep enough, and migraine's like, hey, here I am. I'm joining the party, and I'm like, I didn't invite you, but okay. I would never invite you.
Right?
Yeah, Dharma and Greg. So like I don't know if you're the free spirit. I kind of feel like you're probably. I feel like you're more like Greg, and this person would be more like Dharma. But it's not. It shouldn't work out. It doesn't make sense, but it does, right? Because you do have commitment coming up here, and as you can see, you are Greg. Senses your yeah. So I mean, look at this. These two birds, and look at these birds are two different birds, but yet they have formed a bond here between them. So I mean, your opposite is what, I feel like it's an opportunity. It's a golden opportunity even. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like this is not only in love, but in life as well, because look, those are golden coins falling down. I think I've gotten abundance for you before. Wasn't that on Wednesday? Didn't he get like abundance and prosperity? I know someone did.
I think so.
But I get stuff confused sometimes. Chocolate brownie, man, a chocolate brownie. Okay, I got to get through. And I'm already drooling about a chocolate brownie. I did get the magician for you, so I really, really love
Ooh,
that card. I had already mentioned. Look how beautiful that is.
I love that.
I had already mentioned the magician, and he's like, "Oh, you want to talk about me? Here I am." So you can manifest literally anything that you want. If you can dream it and believe it, you can absolutely achieve it, and use whatever is available to you. And I feel like this is a journey also of getting back to yourself as well. Spirit is saying, seeing that you are magical, that you are powerful, that you can create the life that you want. You got the Six of Wands. So, I mean, this is the victorious person coming back from battle and, has won and, being cheered on. And Three of Cups. So, getting together,
Mm.
teaming up with people that are like-minded. I love Dharma and Greg, that are like-minded. And it's a very loving, very healing, like this is your tribe right here, basically.
Mhm.
And then your moon says, I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that it is a place of profound learning. So you got that. This is the second time waxing crescent too. So you're in a learning phase, and I feel like where you would be rough and rigid, around the corners, this bubbly, vibrant, free spirit is going to come in, and, it's going to be different for sure. And I could write a series on my health, chocolate, and coffee tea. I can't drink hot drinks when they're really hot, or that's a migraine trigger for me too. So
Yeah.
I like cold tea and and cold coffee and cold hot chocolate. So that's me. But yeah, I feel like this bubbly, vibrant personality is going to come in and kind of smooth the. Oh, hi, Crystal. Hi,
What's the party?
Ariel. And that's what I have for you, Brandon. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked over here. But it wouldn't be a reading if I didn't, right?
Truth.
Hey. Tastes great cold too. It does.
All right, Brandon. For mine, I got for you a bit of a read, but we'll get there. They're like, oh God, here we go. Crystal, don't be jealous.
You're welcome, Brandon. Thank you.
All right, Brandon, for yours. The first card I got is the Peacock card, which is beauty and completeness. So that tells me you're ending on one journey and came out of a beautiful, more of a beautiful person than you were before, and you're starting a new one. But this is gonna be a quick little jaunt. The simplicity card, which is the Firefly. Simplicity in childhood is coming into play. with the rabbit card of approval and sensitivity. Again, they're playful creatures. You're going to have a ball coming up in November. You have something coming in for connections and shadows from the spider. As I've said before, spiders create massive webs. They have connections everywhere. So something's going to come into play for you there. The hedgehog card come into play with inner world and curiosity. So something's going to come into play for you as well in November. Coming to you in November, that's going to be like, wait, what is this? What's it going to do? And oh my God, I love this. Again, I'm seeing like, I just got shown by Spirit, the leprechaun pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Not saying you're going to get like a ton of gold, but you're going to have something beautiful come to you. The wild goose card came into play, which says trust in the group and communication. So trust in your friends, and there's going to be some communication coming up for you. The toad card comes in, which is telling me to have you stop and listen. Because there are some secrets that are, yeah, me too.
Right.
Also, there are some secrets being hidden from you right now, but you will get the gray heron is coming into play, and it says introspection, and patience. So it's telling me to tell you to look in yourself and slow down. The crane card came out that says dance and meditation. So for that, it's telling me you're going to be dancing through this part, no issue. Some mild headache, but you got this. You're very, very resilient, and this is part of the life cycle you're going through right now. The Ren card tells me you're a courageous person, and you deal with everything with humility. Again, like Greg.
You're right. Exactly like Greg.
Yes. This Polar card tells me of stability. You have a strong, stable, you're pretty much a stable person. It may feel like you're bonkers, but I promise you're not bonkers.
That's Dharma.
For real. The Owl card shows me a vision and silence. So you're an observer basically. You watch things in silence and then you act. The Seer card tells me of spirit and perception. So you're seeing things right now. You're watching and you're waiting to act. Because the Fox card tells me of the words English. Adaptability and reactivity. So it tells me you're about to act on something and you've been waiting for the moment. Now's the time to act. I'm not sure what's going on with you. Whatever it is, I would love to watch, but you got this. You got this. Now's the time to do it. You got this. Just saying.
It's going to be beautiful once it all comes together.
Yeah.
Like, and amazing. So, you'll find your karma, Greg. Don't worry. All right. Let me get this started here for you, Crystal. Are we done with Brandon?
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure before I move on and lose it. Like,
I'll try my hardest, Crystal.
Right? Oh, she wants the whole deck, bro.
Right?
So, Teresa, you have cemetery on your property. I don't think any of them are there exactly, but I feel like they are around you, and when you need them, like Jet turned the light on, the other night to let you know, hey, thank you for being the light of my life and giving me a great life. And but no, like, I don't feel like they're there in that what's that, like their grave, right? I don't feel like, no, their soul ascended like before they were ever put into that ground. So even the horse with his legs sticking out, even Even him. And I know for anybody that's new, Teresa has told us a story about the time they were burying a horse and didn't dig the hole deep enough, so its back legs were sticking out. I bet that was a sight to see, like finding humor and because we tend to get it backwards. We're supposed to laugh and rejoice at a funeral and cry at a birth, right? But we tend to do the opposite. I go sit there and they know that you're there. That spot. I feel like graves and stuff like that are more for us. To have a
Mhm.
tangible place that we can go and when we need to. Like my grandma is sitting on my shelf up here. I don't know if I've ever, and I have, she liked frogs.
Aw.
And then I have her little name tag from when she worked at the bowling alley. Um, she was a 5-time cancer survivor and she had a little bracelet. So that's part of that. I have a star sapphire in here with her, her little heart. And the picture up here is, this was my grandma right there. So she was pregnant with my Uncle Charlie. That's her oldest. So she was about 17 in that picture. And the lady standing next to her was also very pregnant, and she convinced her to pop her belly out, to make her look, and they were going to take the picture like that. And then at the last minute, my grandma sucked hers in to make her look smaller than the other lady. So my grandma was very ornery like that. You never knew what she was going to be up to. And her birthday was October 25th. So I've been feeling her very strong like the last couple of weeks. So, still no one there. People ask how I
Okay.
lived there. One little girl, Eliza, died. Ooh.
That explains a few things.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got that too?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The little girl is mischievous sometimes, but she runs around and plays, and I feel like she keeps herself entertained and occupied, and she loves all the animals, and
Yeah.
I kind of got chilly willies a little bit. So you weigh in on this too, Curtis, because I know you're picking up something as well.
Oh
So.
yeah. So I'm getting that.
Ooh, Curtis designs tarot cards? What?
I wish I did. That'd be awesome.
I've had a person tell me they see me do oracle cards and like it's stuck in my mind. And I have so many thoughts that I haven't even got started on it. So maybe we'll team up.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Miss Teresa, for you, I'm getting a lot of gratitude from them, from those who have ascended and were once there on your property. That they're telling me thank you for telling me to tell you thank you for taking care of the place, for maintaining it. They are grateful for you and their time they get to spend with you when you come and sit with them or among them. Mm-hmm. They do interact with you. Sometimes you'll get like a whiff of a strange person's perfume or their cologne, or I'm thinking trying a cigar or a cigarette.
Yes, I was just about to say cigar, cigarette. I started.
Yeah, I got that
smoke.
It's an old one, like a.
Oh yeah.
Brown wrapping, and they're just very attentive to you. They love you. They embrace you. They're not spiteful about you having that property. They're grateful for you.
They see her as family.
Yes, very much so.
You smell it. Ooh, yeah, like the
Cherry tobacco, kinda.
yeah, cherry. That's what I
Yeah,
was
it's
trying to. I'm even getting a hint of mint sometimes. I don't know.
that make
That
it.
could be in the old,
That used to be like a perfume, if I'm not mistaken, back
yeah,
in the early days.
like a people gargled with it. Like I don't know if you ever seen Gone with the Wind, but you know how she drinks like and then because she had been drinking, and so she was trying to cover up the smell of the fact that she had been, because it wasn't ladylike.
Right.
I think they probably do mess with her, like it's great fun mess.
Okay.
Ah,
One of
please.
them jacks with your husband's dreams.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know what side of the bed you guys sleep on. This doesn't sound like a weird question, but it's whoever it's on. They stand on the left side of the bed, and they will pester that person.
I'm putting that up there so we don't miss it. Your grandfather smoked a pipe.
Yep.
Yeah, like old time, like the I'm also seeing like a gentleman with a top hat. I'm not getting any, like I feel like he messes with the husband's,
Ah, okay.
maybe. We live in
Okay,
different.
that makes sense.
Okay.
They do pester him, though. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
what.
And they enjoy
Most
it.
part of him.
They're like, they don't mess with you as much. I think because of the fact that they see you as family.
Ah,
The whole bed. I'm so jealous. I share with 2 dogs, a cat, and a husband. So I know I
with
said
you,
last.
Teresa. I'm sorry, I mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead, interrupt.
With you, it feels like they mess with your pots and pans. There's a little older lady who's in your kitchen, just she'll like crank the pots and pans like she's using them. She don't intend to, but it's just her thing. She loves the kitchen.
Funny you said that. Like up the road from where I live currently, my great granny had a house. It's not there anymore. Funny enough, it got struck by lightning on her birthday one year. But she was, like my mom said, they called her shotgun because she was only like 4'10" or something like that. So they called her shotgun. But she had a house that she moved from one part of town to where it ended up, and it because she was so short, everything in the kitchen was like the
Ah,
the cabinets and stuff, were low and everything, so she could reach everything. And she always was baking like homemade bread. Oh my god, her rolls, like anything that woman cooked was delicious. But please, Gigi, oh my god, I knew it's a collaboration. Tarot cards, yeah. I mean, I think they like me being caretaker. They absolutely do. And so
they do,
mess with you, but in a different way.
right?
Um, wait, what I thought, let me see. How wonderful. Yes, collaborate with Curtis and Gigi. I would also hey, you got our emails. I mean,
For
I'm sure
real.
between the three of us, we could come up. So, did we both answer for Teresa before?
I think we did, yeah, because there was a lot of information coming in that we were giving out.
Yeah.
Needless to
I
say,
just,
there ain't nothing that's not supposed to be in your house going bump in the night in your house. Just saying.
I love bread too, and it shows. If I was a Barbie, I would be Carby. That would be my name. I love bread and pasta. So, Care Bear or Lady Val, has a question for both of us. For the past 2 weeks, I've been the migraines. Yeah. So one
Hmm.
thing my doctor has had me do is start making like a migraine journal and keeping track of um track of them. And like I said, I'm writing down like what's going on, like the moon, because I personally feel like the moon can affect our mental or our brains. You've done
Yeah.
that before. Um Another thing with people that do have migraines is my doctor is like MRI, and they want to see what's going on while you're actively, because my doctor told me if I had the worst headache of my life, to go to the emergency room and get a CT scan done so they can make sure, and see what else is going on.
Mhm.
I know it's hard to get there, especially because I can't drive when I'm seeing squiggly lines and, can't feel half my body. I love bread and pasta. Oh, we are stomach. Yes, I love that. Thank you, Sue Toffee. I appreciate that. I love your little cemetery too. I love the vibe. And I've had one and they say my brain is, girl, if they ever told me my brain, I'd be like, you better check that again. But you really have to, I've learned with anything, really advocate for yourself. And do you have like other factors too? Like for me, I'm diabetic. I have high blood pressure. I'm in heart failure. I have ischemia going on in my heart and my brain. Ischemic strokes is what I had in the back. And I don't even know all of my triggers, I'm sure. Hang on just a second. My dog, quit it. She came in here and said, meow. And although that was my dog, not my cat. What are you doing? I was like, is my cat in here too? Anyway, yeah, I see like the squiggly lines. And I don't know if anyone else that experiences migraines here, have you had it like show up on one side and then go away and then show up on the other? I have thyroid issues as well. And the thyroid does so stinking much, like so much. And so you've had the CT and the MRI, and sometimes I get migraines in my eye too, like what is that?
Oh, yeah.
The I forget what that's called. Yeah. So I don't think I've had a CT scan, but I've had like a few MRIs now. And I know they say they want to catch it when it's active, but even then it can not really show up the way there's so much about the brain that's unknown too. So advocate, like I know that, so I've not had them.
I'm not saying this is in a spiritual kind of sense, but when you might sage the house again, because it feels like something's there again. I don't know what it is.
Trying to attach and manifesting as migraine.
I think they're trying to jump you again, and you know who I'm talking about.
Ooh.
We need to
Oh, okay. I know who this is now. Oh my God. See, what did I tell you? And it's because I think it didn't click until just now. I feel like it's not one of my normal ones. Something feels off. Well, as a collective, with all of the bad and negative energy that is going out right now, I feel like that could also be a factor. And people, not feeling well, of it showing up in their body. Didn't we talk? I mentioned, I know you said something about not liking to take pills, correct? Nice granite wall that they said they came out of lake close by. Oh.
Oh.
I wear black tourmaline, and like I know, like my friend. Hi, Red Dragon.
Hi,
Welcome. peppermint oil, like lavender oil, they say is good. Girl, I made, and I spray this sometimes because y'all have heard me talk about my closet over there that's like a portal. So I made my own banishing negativity spray that sometimes I just go and spray. I spray myself. I spray, and I can't even remember. I know it has lavender in it.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think I made it. I made it quite a while ago. So it's moon water. When I set water out in the full moon, collected it, and then I think it has witch hazel in it, and I think lavender and maybe chamomile. I can't remember, and it has a couple of small like chips of like.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be rose quartz or clear quartz. Probably clear quartz, maybe tiger's eye, because tiger's eye is very protective. That's a good one. Amethyst, I have in the past taken a piece of amethyst and placed it like right here on my third eye when I've been having headaches or migraines. I believe there's a mudra like this that you put it together and that can help. Acupuncture points,
the acupressure.
Yes, thank you. Not I guess. Hey, I don't know. I'm just here for the. But I've done that before too. Mm-hmm. And then I have this. What did I say? I have to take my glasses off sometimes to be able to read. Isn't that crazy? So this has pure peppermint, eucalyptus, and spearmint essential oils, and menthol in a base of fractionated coconut oil. And I will take and rub it from like temple to temple. And then sometimes I even rub it back here. Because this spot back here where them strokes hit, it hurts a lot sometimes. So I even rub some there. And I think Curtis is right because I have a tight knit. Yeah, something is.
Something's coming knocking.
And you have to tell it to take a hike. You can't do sprays. Okay, well, I mean,
I'll talk to my cousin, and his next day off, we'll come back out to your house because, as again, the circumstances why he has to be there, and that way I'll have him there and you there, so we'll be able to do more. I'll be able to do more in advanced stuff.
Power of 3, Curtis, is what I'm hearing here.
Yes.
So, and if you need me to be there in spirit, just let me know because I can send energy that way as well.
It might be risky for you to do that. I'll tell you what they are after the show.
Okay. Yeah.
There are things that are.
No, it's not too late. Go ahead, Red. Drop it down.
By all means.
Drop it like it's hot. Okay.
All right.
That was me trying to be cool.
You're welcome.
Let me make sure I get it. No, go ahead. We still got a couple more, I think. So you are right on time. You're not late.
Yes.
And even if you were, we'd be like, you still get to dance. So
exactly.
So Care Bear. So, like a lot has changed in 2 years. And, we're still coming out from under that pandemic energy too. So it just feels like the past 5-6 years have been kind of topsy-turvy, to say the least, right? So it's not getting too late. We're here. We're enjoying spooky time and talking.
Oh yeah.
So let me pull this one up because Crystal, I haven't even drawn cards yet, but you're gonna get a lot. I don't know if Curtis has either.
I would wait.
What does my spirit guides, angels, angel kitties, ancestors, and galactic family want me to know? And yes, Curtis, you must come up with a whole bunch of cards. I think on Wednesday I had a whole bunch for you too, Crystal. So I'm drawing now. I know. Oh, she's hollering your name, Curtis. Ooh. If you hear my dog whining, it's because my husband left and she's a daddy's girl, and she just turned 9 the other day, so she is a grumpy old lady. She doesn't like it when anyone leaves. So like I said, I thought she meowed, or I thought I heard a meow, but my cat's not even in here, so it's probably just her making weird noises. She's a sweet little grumpy old lady, though.
Lord.
I had wondered if I should ask about a past life from Curtis. You absolutely can. If, you know.
Yeah, sure.
What am I doing over here?
I'm done drawing.
You can go. You can go if you're ready.
Go ahead if you need to. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm gonna draw a couple of these star seeds.
Ooh, I love that.
I feel drawn to. Go easy on lady. Well, see, right before we went live, Curtis, I said to you, all of a sudden, it just feels kind of heavy. And then we literally went live.
Yep.
I'm getting you starred here, Red, that way. Okay, Spirit said one more. Wait, what am I doing?
All right,
my brain is all like, I did have insomnia last night. I had a problem falling asleep. I would not even be functioning on less than.
Bless your soul. Ooh. Okay, that explains a few things.
Right?
Okay. You want to go? You want me to?
You can, babe.
Okay. Well, Miss Crystal, this is going to be a bit of a read, so bear with me. Your usual.
I think you're meant to go first on this one for some reason. So.
Okay. So the first card that came up usually is a Revelations card. So that kind of threw me off a minute until I read the rest of your story. But it's the Jaguar. So charisma and shamanic gifts. You got something going on. I don't know what it is, but you got something going on that's going to require you to be very uplifted and charismatic. This one card came out, which is, as we know, is self-love and purity. So I'm hearing self-doubt, and you need to be reminded to love yourself because you're going through some turmoil right now. The World card tells me about that, of combativeness and honor. So you're going through something right now that is got you maybe in a tizzy or about to, but it's a noble act because the Gorilla card, nobility and leadership, you're about to take charge of something or you need to, one of the two. The Firefly card came in, which is childhood and simplicity. So this is a very fleeting, simple thing, but it looks complex. The Rabbit card talks about approval and sensitivity. So this is a sensitive issue, but one that has your approval. So I don't know, maybe it's like a family thing, a family squabble, a friendship squabble, something at work. I'm not sure what's going on, but whatever it is, holy cow, girl. Determination, mental energy from Badger. I'm hearing stubbornness. Whether you or someone else have been a bit stubborn about this topic, I don't know what's going on. But the spider's telling me that there's a lot of connections involved within the shadows. Ah,
Oh, yeah.
that explains it. Inner world curiosity from the hedgehog. Something's piqued your interest, and it's coming
Oh,
from your inner world close to you.
she's a ram and an ox. I'm a Leo and a dog. So, I mean,
The deer says grace and kindness, so you're dancing through this no issue. Huh.
but
This is gonna give
boy,
you chills. The pelican card came up, and can you bring up where she says what she's dealing with, please, on the screen so everyone can see this?
yeah. Yeah, I can.
The pelican card came up, which is love and motherhood.
Ooh.
So your mama's talking. She's saying that you are a very unique person. The Narwhal card came out, and then you need to embrace your freedom. You're going through a transitional phase right now, and this initiation is coming from the back card. Your independence is coming through strong, and your psychic abilities are coming in as well because of the cat card. The moth card tells me you're going through dreams and changes right now. So she's talking to you in your dreams, basically, communicating with you that way. And there's a family event with the koala and the stability. So whatever's going through what you're going through right now, if your mom's telling you, hey, you got your family, I'm your family, we got this. It's going. The tiger card is willpower and passion. You're gonna get through this with your willpower. It's gonna be tough. It'll be a fight. The bull card tells me about that. But you got the passion to do this. The owl card came out, which is visions and silence. So you're seeing things that you need to, and you're staying silent about it. Don't stay silent. You are protected. The bear card tells me about this. Protection and faith. Again, the seal card came up, which is spirit, perception. Again, spirit's talking to you. And it's your mama. And there's a male figure too. The fatherly power and consistency from the seahorse. You got a male figure talking to you as well. Not sure how it's ascended, but it's like your mom and them are like both talking to you.
I almost felt like uncle. I was hearing uncle. I don't know if like an uncle,
I
like,
did say tiger.
oh, oh, yes.
Willpower and passion. I think it's your uncle.
Yeah, I was hearing uncle as well.
You're relying on your community right now to get through whatever it is you're going. You're relying on your family basically, and your friends and your family around you. And when I say family, it's not just blood. It's those that you consider your family. And perseverance, because the elephant card is telling me you're going to persevere through this. It is a tough time. And, oh yeah. Was he a big guy?
Big old teddy bear.
Yeah, I don't mean fat-wise. I mean muscular.
No, yeah.
Like whoever this is talking to me is like really muscular. Well, not really like buff, but he had muscle tone, and he's showing. I'm being shown that he's carrying you around.
The best family is those that you choose to be family. Yeah, I mean,
Truth. I literally drew almost half my dick for you, young lady. Not that
I mean,
matters.
it wouldn't be a read for Crystal if you did it.
Right? This is what I drew. That's what I didn't draw.
What is so funny is earlier I had my little jacket on and I literally got hot and had to take it off. And I said, and Crystal's not even here. And then she showed up. I got hot, Crystal, before you showed up. I knew you were coming. If I see my mom in my dreams, I start crying. In dream, I wake up mid-dream and my face is wet from tears. It is hard losing.
It really is.
Parent. Period. My younger auntie made some comments about him that weren't kind. That hurt because I've always seen him as a good man. So cherish your memories,
Yes.
and just kind of shake her comments off. I mean, I feel a lot of bitterness with your auntie there. And now I'm gonna zip my lips because are you still going, Curtis?
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm through. I'm through.
Oh, you are through?
I am
Man,
through.
you
But,
went through that
I was like,
fast, bro.
right? I got
Like,
practice.
well, Crystal, let me pop your question back up here.
Yep.
So
I
I
will
know.
say and before you start on yours, real quick,
Yeah,
your
go
mom
ahead.
was telling me to tell you to stop stressing. I don't know what's going on or what you're stressing about, but she said, quit stressing.
My uncle was less than 6 feet. Uncle BJ was very skilled, funny, and loyal. He wasn't too, but he was a big presence in your life.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
Usually,
why he's coming through that way. Like,
that's
you
the
could
bad
always
part.
count on him. You could all, I mean, I feel like he was. I think you didn't realize that he thought you hung the moon, is what I'm hearing here as well.
Hmm.
Like, it was a very special relationship. So hold on to that and not what this other person is saying. I have asked your angels coming in here. They love it when you communicate with them, when you talk to them, when you ask them for help, when you ask them for guidance. Like, they are literally telling you, you can speak to us directly, anytime, anywhere. Um, be assertive is coming through here. So, I mean, I think we said this before about how you have to be very vocal and, advocate for yourself and get your point across. And um, I feel like you're the boss. You're the one that handles things. I mean, I know up there you did say something about being an Aries, the ram and the ox. So you are very assertive. You are that stubborn. Curtis, were you able to find a past life for me? Um, let him connect with that, and then I'll finish. Something's going to be a compromise. And as you can see, she's got scales there. So, kind of like justice in a way, but there's balance, there's harmony. Maybe you decide to agree to disagree. Maybe that's the compromise. You got confidence coming in here. So, sometimes our faith or confidence, it gets shook up and we can lose our steam. But you're a very confident person. It's tough to voice things. Some people have done that. Yeah, they can try to squash you, but they don't know who they're playing with. It's literally playing with fire if they try to. Um, Imagination is coming in for you as well. Get creative, coming up with new ways, let that childlike imagination and stuff, go back to that. Hold on to your good memories. And I have the Eight of Pentacles for you, which is really hardworking energy. That could be your uncle or your grandpa coming through as well. Your guides and your angels are like, we literally want to take you under our wing. We want to teach you everything we know. And you got the Six of Pentacles. So, with that compromise, the balance between giving and receiving, givers give and takers take, and takers won't ever put a limit on it. So givers have to, or, they'll, be like an energy vampire and suck you dry. And I feel like there's someone that you need to show tough love to.
What? Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your mama, Crystal, just told me to tell you to quit being his doormat.
Oh, yes, because your dad had done his best to scare you with it. And he lied about your mom. I feel like a lot, and flip the script
Mhm.
to make it be what he wanted it to be. You have the Page of Cups, and look at this wave. Look at that. Look how high up it's going. Pages are messengers, and this is a very emotional. And with cups, I do feel motherly, nurturing energy coming through. It's going to come in waves, and some waves are way bigger than others, but the messages are coming in. You have, I seek balance and grounding. Waning, give us 3 as your moon message. And look, she is meditating there. And then I have shown tough love. Yeah, I was about to say to your, I felt like a brother. Um,
Mhm.
and it's sad that there's really nothing you can do other than meditate and pray
Mhm.
for him. Ask your guides and angels to be in contact with his guides and angels. I mean, you can absolutely do that. I mean, when we connect, like right now with Curtis and I, our guides and angels are talking to one another as well as to everyone in the chat. Like,
Mhm.
we're all connected. And when we come together, that connection gets really strong. And
Mhm.
yes, some guides talk louder than others. Like, hey, um,
That is no lie.
so your star seed messages, you have release coming in. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. So, like the negative with your dad, with the things that the one aunt said about the uncle. If you didn't see him that way, then don't let that change how you saw him. Sometimes people, get a, like, if you're nice to me, you're going to get a nice version of me. If you're mean to me, you're going to get a whole other version of me. So
Mhm.
maybe she saw him in a different way because of her own energy. And so after reading Melody Beatty's book about boundaries, I have done my best to create boundaries. Um, Black tourmaline helps me a lot. I mean, I'm in my 40s and I'm still learning boundaries too. So I mean, it's hard to tell people no sometimes, but I've had
Mhm.
to get to a point. If it costs me my peace, if it costs me my happiness, it's too high a price to pay, and I'm not going to pay it anymore. You're not getting the old people pleaser uh, like used to, where I would have just, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it, because I'm one of those people, if I give my word on something, I do everything in my power to keep it. You also have meditation coming through here as well. So take a
Mhm.
moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. So, which I feel like you're doing. And, sometimes it's hard to find the minute or moments, but I feel like you're doing it because you see that it helps. And, even she's meditating on the back of that card. So strong emotions are around you, especially because of your mom and everything that you've gone through. I know that my mom has felt guilty about how things happen now that she's on the other side. I do forgive her. I love her. She absolutely did the best that she could for you. And because you've realized that, and because you've forgiven, that healed that relationship and that connection with your mother. And when we heal that wound, it not only heals from you to your mom, but your mom to her mom. It heals that whole line. I believe that. Your dad used to always say that your mom fooled around. Yeah, no, she didn't. These other people, yeah. But your dad's kind of a hateful person. Like that's about the best
Huh.
way. And that's honestly putting it mildly. Like you have to put them boundaries in place with him and with your brother, and it's hard to do that. But like I said, I've gotten to the point in my life where my health and my peace of mind and my feelings, you know, I I'm choosing me more now than I ever have before in my life. And it is not always easy to do that at all. But, I'm the longest relationship I'm ever going to have. So I have to take care of me, is basically where I'm at, Crystal. And it's hard. Family, like, family can make, and people are like, "Oh, that's your family. Don't cut them out. They're toxic." You wouldn't tell someone to stay in a bad relationship. So, families no different in my
Mhm.
opinion. So, cut it out, that sort of thing. All right. So, did we both? Oh, yeah. She wanted to know about a past life, and then
Yeah.
I'll move on to the next question.
So what's on the past life? I talked to my guides, and they were able to trace back a few of yours. Um, the first one that popped up that they showed me was that you were a Viking Cirrus, or Sadir, much like I was, way back in the early Viking era. Later on, you were a Celtic in either Ireland or Scotland, and you were also a Pict, and that was a tribe in Ireland that have the tattoos all over the body. They have no written language that I'm aware of. But the
Mm.
first it was before the Christian conversion. Your last one was European after conversion. So you were maybe I'm showing Russian. I'm showing Russia. So you were like in that area after in area in Europe. So you've always been in that area, in that geographic area, your spirit wise. Uh, in European, I'm showing you in a noble dress, so you have nobility. And the other three, you were a person of influence as far as like the Celtics and the Vikings. You were a healer in the Viking, and in the Celtic or the Celtics, however you want to say it. In Ireland or Scotland, you were a priestess.
She's a strong healer, like in almost all of her past lives, it feels like. She said, "Do you guys want to know something cool? Both this show and on Wednesday's show, my new kitten Milo has been curled in my arms each time.
Aww.
I know the pics, they were in Scotland too. Did you all see the movie The Eagle with the magic
I
No,
can
I
try.
don't think I have. He can do your past life if you would like. If he's able to connect, I will say that. Red wants to know if you can do her past life as
Mm,
well. Uh, I didn't know. I didn't say the name. I just
mm. You're fine.
uh,
Yep,
they fought the Romans.
they
So
did.
you have warrior blood
Yes,
also.
she does. She's always been an Aries.
Yeah, the emperor. You were born to rule and be victorious and kick ass and take names, basically. I know about a past life in Russia. I was Maria Romanov. Ooh. Of course, the masters have degree. Thanks, Guy. Yeah, watch it again. Come back. Sometimes that's what I tell people. Come back and because sometimes things don't always sink in the night of, or when I'm doing a reading and people are like, nah, and I'm like, well, set it to the side for later because, it might make more sense as events continue to unfold for us, because sometimes our guides will let us see, a little further. She was in a separate circle from us, but she was known to us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's times when I meet people, I'll be like, I know this is not the first time we've been in each other's lives. And, like Curtis, I know you and I, this is not our first go round.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm glad we were meant to be in each other's lives now. Are we ready to move on to red? Or were you still?
If you want to go ahead and do a draw for her or for
Okay.
them, I'm doing
Yeah.
their.
Okay. Well, do you want me to read while you're channeling,
Yeah.
or do you want me to wait?
Go ahead and read. Go ahead and do your
Okay.
reading while I'm channeling.
Okay. So, any messages and Red, I'm not going to try to say some of these names because yeah. My brain just is like, I don't want to butcher, because names are sacred. Any messages from my ancestors and loved ones, for example, my ex-husband Paul, my aunt, I'm not saying that name, your grandmother, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so I don't want to butcher it. Your dad, Doug, and or your friend, is that Sarah? Sarah? Maybe I shouldn't even. Curtis and I have been in the same circle 5 times. I believe I've been in there a time or two. So I'm getting winter time for you. When we think of winter, we think of hibernation and going within, resting and taking care of ourselves. That's a time when I want soup, like, and why, like, I'm being shown a big like pot of like, and it's constantly on the stove, it's constantly, being stirred, many hands stirring the pot. Even I don't know exactly what that's about, but that's what I'm being shown. And you know like the eagle, you can soar above and see, where new beginnings are going to happen. You have that. Oh yeah, I did definitely. I feel like I've been in there once or twice for sure. Um, but winter can be your time to rest and focus on yourself and take care of yourself. I got fearless coming through here. And as you can see, the lady is a lot smaller than that fox. So, she's built that fox up to be a scary thing. But she is actually, for Tina, are we still open, Curtis?
Yeah, we'll take one more question for the night.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take one more. You also have heart light coming in. So these people that you have mentioned down here, you are still connected to them, and always will be. And, I feel like anything that was hard while they were here, they've resolved it on their side. Like they don't hold grudges or anything like that anymore. So you got life purpose coming out. Look at that tree. Look at that. Like Is it okay if I read from the book on that one a little bit? Because for some reason, I feel like maybe you struggle with your life purpose a little bit. I mean, we all do. Sometimes it's like, am I really meant to be doing this? I do it. Um, let's see. So, magical meanings. A spiritual experience changes your view. Trust your intuition. A new venture beckons. Consider your options carefully. Seek adventure. Embrace your life to the full. So, you know, they are still, encouraging you. They're still in your cheering section, cheering the loudest for you because they want to see you succeed. And it's going to take some trust. I feel like you have to build up your trust with yourself and with higher power, higher being, however it is that you believe personally. That trust, that faith that things can and will work out for you, that you are on the right track at the right time. And learning to trust and learning to live again is a big theme here. They are saying you may need to choose a new direction. And I feel like that's why that trust is coming up. Also, the life purpose, choosing a new direction and not being afraid to, do that. You're ready, they're saying. So, you would be the only one holding yourself back, and your health is improving. So, that's a good thing. Like, yes, I love that. You have the Empress, and after that, improving health. I mean, this can be about fertility. The Empress is usually pregnant. She's Venus energy, which is a very loving vibe. And the Empress is, oh, she doesn't worry about things. Is anyone going to watch their fave Halloween? I don't. Ernest Scared Stupid and Hocus Pocus. I love that. I might watch Twilight after I'm done. I don't know. I've been feeling hoa 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 season. You had a fulfilling career and retired after 32 years. I do feel that there is a different purpose that I need to find, and you will find it. Rest, let your health keep improving. And, fertility doesn't necessarily mean pregnancy. It could be hormone related for you. It could be your divine feminine energy. You're approaching your second childhood. I love it. You also got the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, it's kind of like sitting on the sidelines, watching the ships go in and out. You're watching and you're waiting. And that goes in with your life purpose, like this is the ship I'm meant to be on. And funny you said your second childhood. Look at the Six of Cups. Look at them children right there. I love it. So, getting back to that more childlike, loving energy, and your moon messages, you got two of them. I teach people how to treat me, waxing gibbous 3. And I am a big believer in that we teach people how to treat us. And I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Moon goddess Artemis. So, I mean, you're connected. And look at that. I love Artemis. Maybe this is Artemis telling you she wants to work with you. Maybe that's part of you being your new journey, your life purpose, this choosing a new direction. And I love working with deities, and I love it when they show up and they pick me. And Artemis kind of has Empress energy. You're in your 50s. I'm in my 40s. I love embracing my inner child by watching fake movies like Ernest Scared Stupid. I loved Ernest so much. Hocus Pocus. Red Dragon, we're close in age and I'm 40. I'm outside more.
That's cool.
Outside more than inside when you're awake. Hey, I mean, I really do feel like you connect with the earth. You see her as your mother, and that helps you get that grounding, a stable energy. So keep trusting, keep believing, and you can overcome anything, or you can achieve whatever you still climb trees. I love that. I was my cousin and I used to roll down hills, and I was telling her day. I still do it in my mind, even if I can't do it physically. Like I still walk up to a hill and I'm tempted to roll down it, but I would look like a busted can of biscuits if I tried that now. But all right, Red Dragon, that you are spry. You're still climbing trees, and I mean, in my mind, I still can. Curtis was the oldest adult. He was on Wednesday. I didn't even know what was going on most of the time. Okay, we're laughing now. Okay. Who are we all, as in the chatters? Are we You're in your 60s and still roll down hills. Yeah, rolling in the leaves. I mean, it brings all that feel good feelings of being a child, I feel like, back into when we need it, and drive fast trucks. Oh gosh, I believe we are star family. I mean, there's a reason we all showed up here tonight. I'm a firm believer in that. So all right, Red, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really appreciate it.
All right, Red. On yours, I did do both of them for you. I did your ancestral tracing. It came back interesting for you. It's kind of a mix because your first past life that was shown was in Thailand.
Oh.
And I don't know what correlation it is, but I was shown like an ancient stone structure, an ancient city that has been forgotten. Like you were one of the people that lived there, like an ancestor to the current residents of Thailand. The second one is India, and this one's kind of cool because on this one you were a stone cutter, and you actually helped build Shangri-La.
Oh.
Yeah, that floored me.
That gave me chills.
Right? And the third one I found that I sensed it from you was the Carpathian area. Carpathian. Ooh. And it was like you were a villager. You lived a simple life. You had many children, but you were it was like a simple life for you.
That might be why the Empress showed up as well.
Yeah.
She had, very fertile. Fertile Myrtle.
And your reading tonight is very interesting indeed. The Narwhal showed up, which is uniqueness and freedom. So basically it's saying whimsical. I'm getting the whimsical, fun energy from you. The Simplicity card from the Childhood card, which is a Firefly, tells me about how you have a childlike energy in you. The Gorilla card came out in ability and leadership, tells me you will take charge when you need to. The Board card tells me it's talking about something about you're about to have a conflict or something's going on right now where you're having to take charge of it. You're doing this with courage and humility from the Rin, like the Rin, and you're adapting to it. It's been unpredictable because of coyote and intelligence, but you're overcoming it with your intelligence. It is casting you into some self-doubt, but don't forget to love yourself through all of this, with the purity that you truly are. So if something's going on, your spirits are telling you to I mean, hearing the phrase "knock the hell out of him," I don't know what that's about, but someone's asking for it. You're holding back, and the man I just heard said, "Don't hold back, knock the hell out of him." That's all I got for you tonight, honey.
Wow, that was powerful though, especially the Shangri-La.
Right?
So we have both done red, correct?
See, that threw me off. That's what threw me off because I picked up on both your ancestries.
Yeah.
The Carpathian time, it was like during the Renaissance as well. So it was almost to not quite modern, maybe in the 1800s or so.
Ooh.
Was towards the end of it. The other ones were way further back.
Right. It's so cool when you start connecting with past lives. Like I've found myself clear back in Egypt, you know, like it's always a trip and I always have a good time when I'm better with my own self than I am with other people right now, but it's because but like I said, when I talk to someone, I cannot believe they want to start a fight. You know, like I can tell you and I have been in each other's lives.
Right.
More
right?
than
It's not so much they want you to start it, they want you to finish it. Like someone's picking a fight with you and they want you to like shut up, sit down, listen to me.
Yeah. Somebody's like used to having authority, having their voice heard, having power is what I'm hearing here as well. So for red. So that's interesting. Like you're gonna listen to me. There's just no you know, it's a done deal.
Right?
It's kind of funny. It is amazing what can be found, and you know, sometimes we go at things from different angles, and you know what's revealed to one, and then we're like, oh, it's like a light bulb moment, and then my guides are like, oh, and this too.
Right.
It's kind of funny how that works. All right, so let me get the last. This will be our last one for the night, but I also encourage anyone that came in late to go back and watch, because at the beginning, Curtis and I did a general collective. So, you know, some of that message may be for you as well. So, Tina MCC, hello and welcome. And look, she has 1883. And you were talking about the 1800s, and now here we imagine the peace that can happen if Trump gets high with Bobby and Denise. Getting high could take the crazy out of that man. You could hope. Oh my God, that's my sister. Her name is Kim too. She is so bossy, like my cat. Boy, your cat is bossy. Your cat is like, I remember when I was a wolf, and watch the replay. That was interesting. What was the building in India? Didn't you say Shangri-La?
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to type it out, maybe for her, I don't know. That might help. Sometimes it helps if I see it. You know what I'm saying? All right. For Tina, I would like a message from my mom and grandmom about my estranged daughter. Thank you. First of all, I just want to say that I'm sorry that there is an estrangement. I'm getting compromise coming in, and it's like you butt heads. Like you're two, you know, you're similar in a lot of ways. So there's that stubbornness, there's that pride, there's that and there's a lot of hurt. And not only that, but like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you caught it, where when we heal a relationship, like with our own mother, it helps heal the relationship she had with her mother, and so on and so forth. So I kind of feel like there's, you know, mothers and daughters, boy, my mom and I have butted heads. It can be a hard, uh, up, maybe even harder than fathers and sons sometimes, because woo, I have be assertive coming out for you as well. So I feel like you have to stand up for yourself, and you do have to stand your ground where she is concerned, because it's like you give her an inch and she may try to walk all over you, is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. You have to take action. Um, uh, and it's like, admit when you're wrong and apologize, but also hold her accountable, especially, I'm assuming here, and I know what they say about assuming, but that she is an adult. So there are things that are her responsibility as well. I'm getting a year from now. So maybe as we start healing and we start making compromises and everything, and it's going to be a journey, and it's not going to be an easy one. There, that wound runs deep, but don't stop. You can keep sending her love. You can, even if it's from afar, you can pray, you can meditate over it, and they're saying to listen to your intuition. Wow, they said a lot here. Like, this is the most angel answers oracle that I have pulled for anyone tonight. So your mom and your grandmom are really, coming through here. Sorry, they don't like seeing the estrangement, because it's not making either one of you happy. We have the knight coming in here, and when we think of knights, it's like a white knight, it's a hero. And, maybe you have to save yourself to, keep your feelings from being hurt. Yes, 40 years old. She runs over me with false accusations. I do all that. I feel she wants to hear from me. Yes, I really, yeah. And I feel like she wants you to save her, like how when you're a kid and you're like, mom always knows best, but part of her doesn't want to admit that she still needs her mama. I feel like pride is really uh getting in the way and blocking things. Winter time. So, winter time, I don't know if you're in the same hemisphere, it's around the corner for us, the end of December. But winter, like I was saying before, is a time of rest, a time of hibernation. So maybe you just have to let things be for a little bit and then come at them again later. Maybe, this helps you get calm and centered and have your strong, healthy boundaries in place. Um, your mom and your grandmom, they want you both to find your happiness and to find your peace. She is Hawaii, I am Texas. Okay. So we're Oklahoma. So howdy. You're not that
Hey, neighbor.
far. But there's a butterfly here. Um, and butterflies are about change and transformation. And I think there's also a little bird over here. So, and you have the eagle in the winter too, flying above the situation, rising above it. And um, being willing to compromise doesn't mean they're right and you're wrong, or vice versa. Sometimes we're all a little right and we're all a little wrong. I mean, yeehaw, yes. You have the King of Cups coming through here. So the King of Cups and, that knight energy, because the knights are like healers. They want to save people, like that type of thing. And he is very mature and in control of his feelings instead of letting them control him. You know, and I feel like that's something I have to work on because I have a temper. You probably wouldn't think to look at me, and I prefer to laugh. I'd rather laugh than be mad or cry or anything, but I do have a temper that I inherited from my Irish redheaded grandma. Your grandma passed 30 September, 3 months later. Oh my goodness, back to back like that. Oh, that would tear my heart out. Sorry. You do have the Six of Swords. So, this is going on a journey and, leaving something behind. So sometimes when we're willing to compromise, we're willing to cross the waters, but we have to make up our mind that we want to do this, that we want this healing, that we want this reconciliation. And ultimately you have to do what is best for you because you don't have control over your daughter. While you can love and you can send prayers and want the best for her, if she don't want to act right, if she wants to be toxic, then you don't have to allow that energy in. And it's hard, but ultimately you have to do what's best for you. And you have the Six of Cups. So remembering your own childhood, I feel like, and how your relationship was with your mom. And, my mom and we were close, but not really. We got closer after my grandma passed. I was closer to my grandma. And in turn, my mom was closer to her grandma. So I feel like that tends to happen. Yes, that's why I use the term mystical and not fictional. All myths and legends come from. I absolutely agree with that too.
Mhm.
And then your moon message says, failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. Waning Gibbous 5. So, we all fail sometimes. We don't get everything right all the time. And that's part of life. And that's part of how we learn. And my mom apologized to me not too long ago for how she raised me. And I was like, look, you did the best you could. I didn't always make things easy on you either. Your sister is married to an Irishman, big guy, smart, tough. Hello, my sister can, yeah. She breaks. I mean, she's a ball buster is what I heard, but to say the least. But Tina, that is what I have for you. So yes, reconciliation, peace is possible, but both sides have to want it, and both sides have to be willing to compromise and meet in the middle. And you may be waiting there for her to catch up is literally like she is also going through a healing journey on her end. So keep praying, keep sending her love and light, and it will make a difference. And it may be slower than you would like, but don't lose faith, don't lose hope, because it matters to you so much. That's your baby.
Mhm.
So, all right, Curtis, that is what I have for you, Tina. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.
Well, you got an interesting story as well.
Interesting stories coming out tonight.
They're talking about it, I'll tell you.
They really are.
It talks about the draw spread that I have for you talks about how you're going to need charisma to get through this, because you're both fiercely independent. You both have strong minds. There's a cheerfulness about both of you, but pride also gets in the way. You're going through initiation and transition right now between both of you, and vision and silence. So you may have to just sometimes hold your peace a little bit and let her figure things out on her own. You will have loyalty to her, and her to you, but it's more of a family bond, a strong family bond. You both wish each other well, and it's a sensitive topic. There is stuff hidden from both of you that you're both afraid to let each other know what's going on. What's going on is, and the actions that's taking place right now is the Raven card is telling me it's meant to happen. Unfortunately, it is. I mean, we don't know how life plays out. You just have to trust in the group and have a strong communication with each other. The Bull card is talking about male power and fertility. So the rebirth, so the family or the relationship right there is still fertile. It can still be rebuilt. It just sometimes you have to take away that aggressive energy and play nice a little bit. Then the Anaconda card tells about camouflage and imbalance. If something is hidden from both of you that you're not able to, both of you can't see at the same time. One side of the truth you can see, the other side she can't see or is misconstrued. And that's causing an imbalance between you both, a miscommunication. There is fear of from both of you and healing for both of you. This is a transition you're going through. Rider card talks about connections and shadows. So you guys both have that connection, and the person's basically a medium talking between you both. And that's working out amazing. But again, there are still some things that are hidden from you both. The Badger card is determined, tells me you both are determined to make this work, but you're both mentally fried from all these years of fighting. The Butterfly tells me a transformation in poetry, and it's very poetic. But you're both evolving out of this and growing up beautifully as more stronger people. Your instincts and loyalty to each other are super strong via the Wolf card. You both have strong instincts and you're very loyal to you both. This has been going on a while. I don't know how long. I'm guessing at least a decade, because the longevity on the sea turtle, you both need to start looking into yourselves. Now, I'm not casting blame. That sounds like I am, and I promise you I'm totally not. I just come from a place of love when I say this. But you both need to look into yourself and figure out what happened, what can I undo, or what can I say or unsay, to which words spoken cannot be taken back. We both seek approval from one another, and it's super sensitive to this. Okay. That's the emotional trauma.
Oh, okay. I'm popping that up there.
Yeah, that's the dance. That's the brain's the meditation and dance card came out the crane. The koala does show family instability is coming. It is a matter of change. And the moth from the moth. The squirrel does talk about play and resources, so it will come around. It will take time. It's not going to be like this year or next year, but it feels like it's on. The horse card talks about a journey and ambition, so it's a ways down the road. The narwhal is talking about freedom and uniqueness, so you both are super free-willed, super unique people, incredibly stubborn. I love you both. You're both very bright, shining people, super charismatic, super bubbly.
Yeah.
But when it comes to you two talking,
oh.
Well, it'll come back around. They're just too much alike with each other. And sometimes the best thing is not to agree to disagree and not form any bad blood. But okay.
Italian. Ooh, yeah, okay.
That's why I was saying the Mediterranean.
Oh.
I was thinking Greece, but you said okay, that makes sense. Well, in conclusion, the golden eagle is flying also. And it is showing enlightenment and success. So whatever is hidden between you two, either there's something you're not wanting, you've not told her, and and she's not told you.
Mm.
One of the two things. I don't know if I know sometimes parents keep things from their kids to kind of protect them, but it kind of seems shady to the kids. I don't know if that's the case here. Again, I don't know, and vice versa with the kids. We don't tell our parents everything.
And then sometimes we don't tell them because we're ashamed or feel guilty or, oh, my parent won't approve this, that sort of thing. And
but to me, it feels like that's the case because this talks about enlightenment, and enlightenment is sharing knowledge. Sometimes you have to be like, hey, can we talk? And then come at it from a neutral place, have a cup of coffee, a glass of tea. I mean, I know y'all are in completely different states and she's across the ocean, but maybe sometimes just have a simple phone call and just hash it out and just talk it out. Like, it'll take time. They're telling me it's not set in stone, that you've not lost her. It feels like you have. But she went through a rebel phase. She was bullheaded, is what a woman is telling me. And she's gonna come back. She takes time.
And you said the recent diagnosis, like she had that for a long time, just undiagnosed, and maybe not. Sometimes things get better with age and sometimes they don't, that sort of thing. So, her father has skeletons in the and and what is attached to him really isn't your place.
No.
But she may still hold that against you if you know these things. And
she may have found out about them.
Dynamics can be messed up real, even if you're an innocent bystander in it. She has not. Yeah. So you have to give her time for the meds to start really work. And she may end up being on, it may be a case of this med doesn't really work. She may have to try different meds until, getting it. And you have the eagle too in the winter card. I believe that I pulled for you the eagle ring up above. I love the eagle. Just remembered I have a sister. Her name is Tina. Let's forget the half sisters. Well, it happens sometimes, but give things a chance. And even if you just have to love her from afar, love her from a distance. And I know it's hard when you have a grandchild too. So, because, you want to be a part of that grandchild's life. And
a female just said, don't suffocate her.
Right.
I don't know if it's your mother or your auntie, but it feels like it's a strong female, and she says, don't suffocate her.
And tell me if I'm wrong, Tina, but your grandma, I feel like I'm seeing Sophia from the Golden Girls.
Yes.
And the reason she is on your mind is because you're meant to be sending her these loving, healing vibrations and meditating on it. And your mom and your grandma are helping, not just you, but
her.
Through her as well. And yeah, so
they do dream work. So either you're dreaming about your relationship with her and you guys are having a hash out, but one of you is having dreams of one another, if not both of you.
And the granddaughter, your grandma, I believe, is her main spirit guide, is what I'm getting here. And so I feel like that's how she sees her, as being like that Sophia from the Golden Girls. I don't know if she even knows, but
that explains
her mom's namesake, Ruby. So yeah, your mom and your grandma are very influential for your grandbaby and always will be. And so, um,
Your grandbaby has the gift.
yeah, she does.
Your daughter, not so much, but your granddaughter has the gift. I
The
think.
daughter would if she worked with it more. And I think the, when you are diagnosed with a mental and then being on medications that affect your like your brain chemistry and all of that, like that can alter and interfere with your gifts. So
Yeah.
um, some people, we all have gifts. It's whether we
Mhm.
work with them, choose to see them and acknowledge them. And yeah, Ruby definitely has the gift, and she's very connected to you, even if there's, like you said, Hawaii and Texas. um, she feels very, and I believe that's because of your mom and your grandma's influence. Like she
Mhm.
really loves you and she knows you anyways, with animals too. Yeah, usually gifted children are animals, or just will come up and
Mhm.
so
There's a
I'm sorry
lot.
if I interrupted. I didn't
No,
mean.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack on this one.
Yeah, there really is. And it's not a one and done thing. It's
No.
gonna, like you said, in a year from now, you could be in a totally different space, though.
Oh, yeah.
Once her meds are working, and I feel like she's being worked on in her heart space as well. Um, Learning to open it back up because she's been very closed off, working on her pineal gland. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, like you and her are connected, and you and your daughter are connected too. It's not, you know, like I said, mother and daughter relationships can be.
Like the cards pretty much, and this is where people don't understand sometimes. On my deck, especially, like it'll show words at the bottom.
Mhm.
Okay, but spirit will tell me how those words correlate with you guys.
Right.
So when I saw loyalty on the wolf card, it told me, hey,
Yeah.
she's loyal to the family, and
And
she's
in her own way, even if she wanted to leave it at 16, that was part of her rebellion.
yes.
I mean, I can remember being a teenager and like, man, I can't wait to grow up, and I wanted, it went through my head because when I was a kid, like the whole Corey Feldman divorcing his parents, like
Have a good
that
night, Crystal.
thing. Thank you, Crystal. So glad to have you here. And yeah, I've loved having everyone here tonight. I didn't know who was going to show
Right?
up, so
This is a
whether
very
anyone
powerful night.
was, it has been. And I'm grateful and thankful that we all were able to be here. Like, I feel like we heal, like
Hmm.
even connecting with helps something in me heal,
Hmm.
too. Or like sometimes the messages that come out, I'm like, oh, that's for me too. I'm sure other people do that as well. So it's been such a magical evening. I'm like, I just want to stay here with this energy.
I know.
But I know we have to say goodnight at some point,
Me
unless
too.
y'all want to watch me sleep. We are so close. And I was about to say that generational, what's mine
You're
goes
quite welcome.
mine goes back 5 generations as well. So I get that connection and it is strong. And I feel connected to my grandma's mom and grandma, even though I didn't know them physically. You're coming up from Texas. Hey,
Hey.
on with it. Um, Things have a way of working themselves out, and with your mom and your grandma, because you're all cut from the same cloth. is what I am hearing here. Like you're
Yep.
just like a clone, basically, right? So it's a magical for a hug. Well, I love hugs. It has been such a fun Halloween.
It
Thank you guys.
has.
I mean, we didn't give out candy or nothing. I mean, I know someone was eating a brownie up there and didn't share. Didn't bring enough
Welcome, Red
for
Red.
us. Thank you, Red Red. Yes, it was a mellow evening, and I needed it because, like I said earlier, I have headaches every single day, and I'm tired. I'm tired of having,
Right?
and I hurt my head from that snort that came from my soul the other night. I was like, I have never snorted that loud. I was giving out candy before I get to eat the brownie. Was it a special brownie? I think. Oh man. Okay. Well, Curtis, are you ready to say goodnight, or does
Let's
anyone
say
have
good
anything
night.
else before we clock out?
Agree.
Yes, I'm glad it was a mellow night, and I'm glad it went as well as it did. So I'm grateful and thankful. And sorry, Care Bear, that I didn't recognize you, and it took me a minute for Lady Valkyrie to click.
Right? Oh, I didn't realize it until I saw that decal, and I'm like, who is? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I had no clue. But that's usually how it goes. I'm over here like I don't know what's going on, what planet I'm on. You know,
Right?
yes, blessings everyone. I hope everyone had a magical night, and thank you so much, Jackie.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you to everyone. Thank you, Curtis, for being here. I'm so glad you showed up.
And I want to send out a message also. If the person that connected with the message in the beginning of this video, if you truly need a way out, there are places to go to get out safely. And you can go to the ambulance. EMSA has a safe place to go. There are shelters, a PD. Just call and order a pizza. It sounds crazy, but that's universal code for, hey, I need help. We give you light and love and encouragement in your endeavor, and embrace the light.
Yes. Be the light that you want to see.
Yes, exactly.
And we love and appreciate each and every single one of you that showed up tonight or that's going to watch the replay. Sending you so much, good thoughts. If each and every single one of us poured a little more light, it's like coming out of our chest, right? The world really needs all the love and light that it can get right now.
Yes, it does. And thank you all for letting us read for you and for us to connect with your spirits. Have a blessed Samhain, and may all the blessings of this new year come to you all very fruitful.
Thank you. Blessed be. Namaste.
Blessed be.
Goodbye.